So one day I'm scrolling through TikTok, binge watching handbag content, and I come across this creator who says that she purchased the signature print Coach Denim Rowan, and as soon as she bought it, her mom stole it from her, but she really liked the bag. So she decided to buy it again. And since the purse had been sold out, she had to go through a third party in order to get the bag again. And I believe she went through eBay. And when she purchased the bag for the second time, she received a replica. Now, she didn't want a replica. She wasn't seeking one out, so she sent it back. She authenticated herself because she had the real one next to her and the replica, what she claimed to be the replica, right next to her as well. Now, I love that for her. I love that she was able to see the differences and make an executive decision on if she wanted the bag or not. But I hate that she had the bag in her possession and she didn't inform us on what it is that she saw. Now, if you're anything like me, you don't really give a damn, but you give a damn, you know? Like, if you're going to buy a replica, you want to know that you have a replica. When you buy the authentic, you expect to receive the authentic. So as someone who was interested in this purse and saw a place that it could have in my collection, I started to do massive research on this bag. Hello, my name is Miss Harden, and I love to do research. Now, the problem is this bag was highly popular last year and a couple months ago when they did the second drop. And I was living in my own world and just didn't become privy to it until it was too late. So I do not have in possession the authentic bag. However, I love to do research. I am a research queen. And I scrolled throughout various videos on TikTok and YouTube alike, looking at the authentic bags, what are claimed to be the authentic bags, and found a few key characteristics that were consistent throughout these videos. Now, I've also dabbled in a replica purchase or two. Years ago, I stopped. I've been reformed, okay? Well, I tried to be reformed. But then, there's times like this where you want a bag that you can't get because it's sold out and you miss the drop. And now every single one of them on the resale market are replicas. So, I was a reformed replica bag girly, and I relapsed for this one. So I purchased this bag and I fully believe that it is a replica bag, and I'll tell you why. This video is for information purposes only. As I was looking for this bag, I went through online thrift stores. Specifically, I went through Poshmark. Poshmark will authenticate your purchase if it's over $500. But this is an outlet purchase, and this Coach Rowan bag sold on sale was about $200. The lowest I saw it's still currently on the Coach website for $180. It's sold out. It's actually supposed to be scrubbed from the website. I just found that because Google kept it up. So it's a reasonably priced bag. Coach does not authenticate, at least their outlet bags. So it's understandable, it's outlet. So as I was searching through Poshmark for this bag, I went through the comments. I went through the comments first. And I noticed that a lot of comments were either, if they were not outright just saying that it was a replica bag, check the stitching, they were also asking for more photos, specifically photos of the inside, gift receipts, any information to show that you got this from a store, an actual Coach store. And the sellers would not respond. That was infringement number one. Infringement number two. There were multiple sellers that had the exact same photos. And these sellers would have only had their closet up for the year of 2026. They were fresh, new on the scene. And even if they weren't, let's say I did find one seller that had their closet up from like 2019 or 2016, I can't remember. That seller only sold 3 items, and one of it was a shirt, One of it was the exact same purse that I was interested in, and the other was another bag, another Coach bag. But over the course, from 2019 onward, you only made 3 sales and you're selling pricey items. It didn't make any sense. This posture specifically has a lot of cheap clothing in his closet, but now all of a sudden he's selling a high ticket item. It's more than likely that someone who has a high ticket item would have other equally priced goods in their closet. It's possible for someone to have an item, decide it's not for them, and then want to sell it, but more than likely it wouldn't be that drastic of a difference in goods. Infringement number 3. I started actually looking at the authentic bags. Now, as I said, I don't have that bag in my possession, but I did go through a lot of TikTok videos and a lot of YouTube videos just to see the similarities. And there were consistent key characteristics that I noticed from these authentic bags. Firstly, the Coach emblem, the Coach signature golden emblem, that is always on the 2 inner C's on the second row going down. It'll either be smack dab in the middle of the 2 C's going inward, or it'll be on the lower third portion of the 2 C's going inward. It's never on the C's going upward, which I've noticed on some of the photos of the replica bags that I saw. Secondly, the C's at the top are all cut in half. There was one photo that I saw on Poshmark where the C's at the top were all intact. So immediately that was a red flag. That was a no. The C's also have always consistently been 9 going down and 12 across on all of the TikTok videos that I saw of people with the authentic bag. They all, when the bag was placed on a flat surface, the C's, the signature C's, are always 9 going down and 12 going across. Now, someone on Poshmark said that the stitching is white. That the stitching on the authentic Rowan is white, not light blue. I don't know. I cannot tell. I'm not going to lie. Looking from the photos, looking from the TikTok videos, I have absolutely no clue. So if you have the authentic Coach Rowan, please let us know down below if the stitching is white or if it's a light blue. Now, I fully believe that all the Coach Rowan signature print denim satchels in size large on Poshmark that I saw anyway, I saw a lot of them, but I believe the ones that I saw were all replicas just because of those key characteristics that I pointed out. But also, to do my due diligence, I went onto the Yellow app to see if I could find someone who was selling the replicas. Because one thing I remember from back in the day when I was purchasing replica bags, that phase did not last long. But I've always been a researcher. But one thing that I noticed is on the good replica bags, the seller, when you would ask for additional photos on the gate, they would show you these really high resolution photos of the bag, really good photos of the bag to show you that, hey, yeah, this is a good bag. But the person who were selling the good bag would also try to sell on these third-party online thrift stores and resale markets, and they would not disclose that, hey, this is a rep bag, because they can get more money if they don't disclose it. So I went onto the gate and I looked for this bag. Unfortunately, I was not able to find it in the size that I was looking at because it was sold out. But I did find the denim print in different sizes, and I asked one of the sellers if I could have photos, if they could send me photos. And I only asked for the photos because I know that they recycle photos. So I asked for the photos, and unfortunately it was a size medium, so it was not the same photos that were being posted onto Poshmark. So I decided to purchase my bag through Poshmark. Poshmark does have a protection plan. So if I get my bag, I determine that it's inauthentic or is of bad quality, I can send it back. It doesn't match the photos. Now I'm upset. I can send it back. I can get my money back. I'm protected. Now, if I get this bag and if it's of decent quality, it checks off all the boxes that I'm looking for. Coach does not authenticate their bags. So really, this is me authenticating it. How are we gonna know if I'm right? How are we gonna know if I'm right if the person with the blueprint isn't acknowledging the blueprint to the masses? How are we gonna know? So I'm really just hoping that I get a good quality piece, one that I feel comfortable carrying around, that checks all the marks that I'm looking for. And if it does, then I'll just keep it. But I wanted to show you guys what I have and inform you of what I've learned during this process. That way, if you're one of those people who are like, I'm not carrying a replica bag, I do not trust it, I want the real thing, honestly, more power to you. I understand why. You don't have to justify it. I understand. But if you're one of those people and you don't want to carry a rep bag, these are the things that I've noticed that you can look for as well to help you to determine which bag to purchase. You guys, someone did a huge no. If you look back at what I told you guys, go scroll through the comments. You will see through the comments that a lot of people who know that replica bags are on the market, they specifically ask to see photos of the inside of the bags, because for some reason, people who do replica bags, or at least really bad replica bags, do not get the Coach story patch correct. Well, someone decided to post photos, and I was lucky enough to just grab a couple of screenshots of it. So, as you can see, there are a huge difference between these photos. So, I just got my bag in the mail, and we're going to do a little unboxing. Interesting. Immediately, just by seeing that packaging, that bag, I just got disappointed. So let's give it a try. Damn it! It's fake. It's a fake bag. It's fake! Okay. It's fake. Not even right size. This is a fake bag, you guys. Is it cute? It's cute, but it's not cute enough to pass. I never would have spent the amount of money that I spent on this had I been aware that it was this. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels very light, even with the stuffing inside. It's a nice color. It smells like, it has like a warehouse smell. And the inside. Not good. So another telltale sign that this is fake is, aside from the story patch, when you look on the inside, first off, nothing is embroidered on the inside. Now, I don't know if Coach consistently embroiders the inside of their bags, but I have noticed that when I was doing the pillow tabby research, the Authentic pillow tabbies had an embroidered inside. Also, there is something missing. There is not a single tag that says where this is made from. There's not, like, you know, those white linen tags that they have on the inside, 100% polyester, 100% linen, anything along those lines, how to wash it. There's no like instructions on how to care for it. There's also, Michael Kors does this. I don't know if Coach does this. Michael Kors gives you like a little booklet to go inside that shows like the authenticity and the craftsmanship over the years, like their story. Now, I know that Coach does a story patch, but I feel like they would care about their packaging enough to at least put something. Also, this bag is supposed to be black. I do know that. It's supposed to be black with white lettering, and it's supposed to have a sheen, a nice glossy sheen to it. That made me mad immediately. But yeah, there's no like item tag in there. There's no QR code. There's no how to care for this instructions. There's nothing like that on the inside of this bag. That's just if you needed more evidence aside from the monogram. Now, talking about the craftsmanship of it, honestly, I don't want to be close to this. I don't know if Coach does a continuous. I don't think they do. I don't really want to be like even anywhere near this bag because it reeks and it's making my stomach hurt. And it's not a fishy smell or anything. It's like a warehouse smell and chemicals. I don't like it. And it feels very thin. Not nearly as sturdy as I believe the real bag would be. I want the real thing. I'm just gonna get the real thing. I have to do my research to find it, but I'll get it eventually. And okay, someone who has the real thing said that the stitching is white on the real thing, according to those comments. And the one that I received, the stitching is a denim color. So please do let me know down below yeah. See, like I said, I'm not opposed to owning fakes. I just want the fakes that are mirror quality. I don't want fake shit that looks like fake shit. I'm not one of those people. Is this a good bag? Like, will this bag be functional? Yes, it will be functional, but it's not at all what I ordered. It did not match the photos, and now I'm kind of disappointed. All right, so if you learned anything from this video, please do like this video so that those who are doing this type of research can easily find me. That was the end of the video, you guys. I had purchased 2 pairs of heels to match this bag and how I was going to deck it out specifically. This will be returned. But I'll be on the hunt for a new one because I do like this bag. I told you, I'm one of those people that when I know that something is incorrect, I hyperfixate on it, and that is incorrect, and I know that every time I carry this bag, I'm gonna be staring right at that, and it's gonna bother me. So yeah, I can't do it. It doesn't even feel high quality. Ugh. Okay, well, that's the end of this video, you guys. If you like to see any of my other handbag videos, I have a playlist linked down below. And if you love high heels, I am a high heel connoisseur, and I have purchased a wide variety of heels for my size 11 goddess feet. So if you'd like to see those, if you're curious about where I shop, how I shop, things of that nature regarding heels, follow my channel, because that's my bread and butter. All right, you guys, you have a wonderful day, and you'll see me in another video. Bye. Bullshit.